Welcome to the Medium in the Middle podcast. I'm your host, Stephanie, the medium in the middle. This podcast is going to walk you through my journey into mediumship and how I came to realize that I could communicate with souls that have passed over. My adventure started just over a year ago when unusual situations started happening to me. It wasn't until I really started to pay attention to them that it all started to come together. I wrote down everything that I was experiencing this past year in a little black book, and this podcast is going to be a recap of all of those memories leading up to where I am today in my mediumship journey. I will be releasing new episodes every Tuesday, and I recommend listening to the podcast in order, starting with episode 1, as my story will unfold more week by week. If you would like to stay connected with me, follow me on Instagram at mediuminthemiddle. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 45. I can't believe this podcast has almost been on for 1 year with a few breaks, of course. But if you've been along for the ride since episode 1, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening to my journey. It's crazy to think that a year ago I couldn't even say the word mediumship on this podcast. I wouldn't say the word spirit. I was trying not to be too woo-woo. But now we're in deep, we know all the things, everything has been shared, so super cool. Thanks for being here. If you are new, welcome. So happy that you're here. My name is Stephanie. I'm your host. I'm the medium in the middle. I'm developing my mediumship abilities. I am also a Reiki master. I do Reiki online and in person. If you wanted to book an appointment with me, you can do so at themediuminthemiddle.com. You can also book Akashic Record Readings on there. And if you are in Banff, I do in-person Reiki. I also have in-person Reiki trainings. That's all on my website, themediuminthemiddle.com. And if you want an online Reiki training, that's going on too. We have 2 dates, people. We have September 12th and 13th is going to be the first course, and then September 26th and 27th is the second date option for Reiki Level 1 online. There are still a few spaces in each, but I know they won't last long. They'll sell out. So if this course is calling to you, if you feel a pull to learn with me, if you feel a pull towards Reiki energy, sign up, snag a spot. You won't regret it, I promise. In like my wildest dreams, I wish and hope that everybody just has level 1. It's just so incredible. And you can learn to self-heal, and it's just, whew. If you want more information on the level 1 course, what you're going to learn, what to expect, there is more information on the website, themediuminthemiddle.com. You can also check out my Instagram. I have a Insta Live on that, an IG Live TV or whatever those things are called, where I talk about what you'll learn in the course, what to expect, what do we do for 8 hours, why is it 2 days? All those questions are answered. If you still have questions, please DM me. I'm always happy to help. I want to make sure that everyone feels 1000% comfortable in doing the course and that you're fully set up. So I'm very, very, very excited to be teaching so much Reiki between now and the end of 2020, between everything online and everything in person. It's just, this is what I was meant to do. And it's funny because my Reiki master Lois told me that I needed to start teaching Reiki right away. And in my mind, I also told her, but I was like, no, Lois, like I'm not going to teach for years. Like, no way. Why would I? And I've already started teaching, and it's just like I have so many classes set up. So I got to message her and be like, Lois, you were right. Like I did need to start teaching right away. Like this is really, really important. So it's super cool to be living in that and experiencing it. So thank you for being along with my journey. If you want more of Medium in the Middle, Instagram, Facebook, the website, themediuminthemiddle.com, you can find me all there and we can connect. So before I begin today's episode, I did a little card pull for myself actually today. So I've been meaning to do this. I just haven't had the time. I've had visitors and we've been here and there and I've been working and then cleaning the house and everything else. So today I pulled for myself. So I thought I'd share it with you because it was kind of fun. So I decided to do a 3-card pull. So I first pulled card number 34, which was Spark. Then I pulled card number 22, which is intention, but it was upside down. And then I pulled card number 1, bone collector. So I'm going to read these to you. So I'm going to read Spark's full description because I feel like it's for everyone, not just me. So card 34, Spark. You are a clear channel for divine creativity. There is a spark of creativity in you, and you have every reason to move forward with optimism and hope. Open yourself to inspiration and allow life to show you its beauty and your part in co-creating it. This is the perfect time to give birth to an idea, start a new relationship or job, or begin any endeavor. Attraction is high as you connect with others who can co-create joyous experiences and join with you in expressing the finer aspects of life. Watching a spark turn into a flame and stoking the fire is a gratifying activity. So that was that card description. I won't read you the other full card descriptions, but for 22, intention, the short one was deliberate. Clear intentions have the power to change your world. And then card number 1, bone collector, its short description is, you are whole and have everything you need. So I hope that first card resonated with you. I really like it. I'm feeling really good after we finished Danielle's 6-week initiation course, practicing mediumship. I'm feeling very inspired. I feel like I have a lot of content I want to create. There's a lot I want to give, and I'm excited for this to all happen. So I really think that this was like a perfect card pull for me today, and it's what I needed to hear and just be reminded of. So I hope that landed with you a little bit. I will post the card on my Instagram stories if you actually physically want to see it. And I do use the Colette Baron Reed Enchanted Map Oracle card deck. So I'm still using that deck. I really like it. And I like learning the cards on the deck. So like if I was always using different decks, I wouldn't get used to the cards. But I want to know the card meanings. I want to be able to make stories. Because I like recognizing them when I am doing card readings for other people, to be like, oh, like this card means this, or this is showing up for this. So yeah. Okay, so I'm feeling really inspired recently, and I feel like I have a lot of stuff that I can talk about. I have a lot of episodes coming up. I have a lot of content I want to put on Instagram. I have just things I want to create. I'm really excited. But when it came to this episode, I couldn't pick what I wanted to talk about. I just really wanted to talk about Reiki. And all my stories seem to be around mediumship, which I know I shouldn't be complaining about. My podcast is called Medium in the Middle. We're here talking about my mediumship development journey, and obviously that's what the goods are, but I just find that I'm obsessed with Reiki right now, and I think it's because of the level 1s being on my mind. I'm teaching 3 in-person courses. I'm doing a lot of in-person Reiki again, post-quarantine. I'm doing online distance Reiki with all of you, and I'm just obsessed. Like, I just love Reiki so much, and I love getting people's feedback, and I love seeing clients' reactions. So it's been really good. I've been riding this amazing high where I get to do everything I love, and I know I kind of get hyped on for working a lot, but when you are doing everything you love every single day, I don't feel like I work a lot. Or I don't feel like I work a day, because I'm always doing what I love, and I want to invest the time and the energy into doing it. So I'm going to tell a few Reiki stories today, but they do end in mediumship, so we're going to end back there anyways. This week I had a returning client, and this story is really cool because the wife comes to me. So the wife is a client of mine. She was referred to by a friend, loves it. And she said every year she gets her husband to try something new. And this year, what it was going to be was my appointment. So she booked an appointment for him for his birthday. And he came, and it was really interesting because I didn't think that he liked it. He was into it and it was cool. But I was like, oh, usually when someone buys an appointment for you, it's not the best idea. I know we've talked about this before. It can go sideways if they're not interested. But he was open-minded and it was great. So during quarantine, he actually messaged me on Instagram and was like, hey, when you doing back in-person clients? And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think that he would want to return. And I thought maybe he was asking to arrange something for his wife, or maybe he was just trying to do something nice for her. But then I saw that he booked an appointment, and I was like, oh, interesting. He's coming back before the 1 year mark where he was going to try something new again. So when he came, I was like, hey, I'm super excited that you came back. Like, to be honest, I was expecting to see your wife first. And he was like, yeah, like I got in before her. Haha, she's going to be jealous. And he's like, yeah, I really liked it last time. He's like, I don't know what you did, but I'm about it. And he's this like big tattooed man. Like he's, like a man's man. And I was like, okay, like cool, let's go. So he lays down and we're chatting for the first little bit. And then he starts to kind of drift off. And I love when people fall asleep when I'm doing Reiki. Not that it makes my job easier, but it releases your nerves and it kind of like releases that outer layer of protection. So I can go into your energy body a lot easier. And I think it's funny the way I move your body sometimes people just sleep through it. And sometimes I'm like pulling at your arm or like tapping and I don't know, it always makes me laugh when I move people's bodies and they just stay sleeping. So anyways, he had his hands on his stomach and as he fell asleep, his hand like fell off the bed and it was like hanging off the side of the bed. And I was like, oh, wow, like he must be out if his hand's falling. So I thought it'd be nice. And I took his hand and I kind of put it back on his belly because I didn't want his hand like falling off the massage bed. And then it fell again. So I just left it there. But I was just like, this is amazing. Like, I wish that every male could know that these type of guys come to Reiki and that it's not just for girls. It's not just for old people. It's not just for when you're hurt or when you can't sleep. Like, you don't even have to understand what it is. So it was just the really cool experience. I don't even think he realized how happy he made my day because when he left, I was like, wow, like he came back by his own accord. He fell asleep during his session and it was just so cool to see someone just open-minded to it. So I had a really cool experience with that. And I like when guys come because it's very different too when females come, just with their experience and what they're willing to offer or share. So know that Reiki is for everyone. Big, muscly tattoo guys. I have older gentlemen that come. I have engineers and professionals that come. And it's very, very interesting to see all different types of people just exploring Reiki and what it can offer and how it can help them. And it's really cool when people try it for the first time with me. I always feel so honored when you choose your first Reiki experience with me because that means that you trust me and you're willing to take a chance and you're also willing to take a chance, like, trying something new. And it really is once you find that person, you'll be like, yeah, like you're it. Like my first Reiki experience is going to be with you. And I'm actually super excited because on Wednesday, I booked myself a Reiki appointment, which I haven't done in a very long time. And I know I should go more. I should do it to myself more, but I don't. I only do it, like I say, and when I'm in dire need. If I'm in the middle of a panic attack, I'm like, oh yeah, I could Reiki myself, or something really hurts. Usually someone else has to remind me. They'll be like, Steph, like, can't you just fix that? And I'm like, oh yeah. Like when anyone else has anything going on, I was like, oh, you want me Reiki your arm? Oh, you want me Reiki your shoulder? Oh, your knee hurts. You want me to help with that? So I'm super excited to get a realignment, to get a tune-up, and to be able to be on the bed. I always wish that I could go see kind of me. Like I wish that I could do a treatment on myself as like another human being. I wish someone kind of did what I did. But there are some really good people in the valley who I do like to go to who do their own thing. So I'm super excited and I'm very much looking forward to being realigned because girl and boys, I need a realignment. Okay, so I was going to tell another mediumship story, but I think I'm going to save it for its own episode. I really like the vibe of this episode in that Reiki is for men too, and Reiki is for women, and really Reiki is for everybody, and you don't have to get it. Another great conversation that I had with a client this week, she had referred two of her friends to me, so when she came in, I was like, hey, thank you so much for the 2 referrals. Like, I really appreciate when people send friends. I don't do any advertising, so I really love when people send their friends in. Like, it's a really big compliment, and also that's how my business grows. And she was like, yeah, of course. Like, I'm so happy. Her one friend ended up coming, and she said, I'm trying to get another friend to come, but she won't come. And I was like, okay, like, that's okay. Don't force her. If she wants to come, she'll come. And she was saying, I know, but she like really needs it. And I wish she would just come. But when I tried to explain what you do, like I couldn't really explain it that well. And I was like, oh yeah. And she's like, yeah, because I don't really know what you do. I just know that I come here, I lay down. Sometimes I fall asleep and then I feel better after. She's like, and I don't really get it. And I was trying to tell her that you don't really need to get it. You just need to come here and then you'll understand. But how do you convince someone that you don't know what they do? They just need to come here and then you'll understand. And I was like, yeah, it is hard. I'm like, if everyone could just get here once, they would get it. But getting people to come once, like there's a lot of fear and there's a lot of like holding back and not knowing what to expect. And then she was like, yeah, and I was trying to explain it. And she was like, is it like massage? And I was like, well, no. And she was like, well, is it like reflexology? And she was like, well, no, but she does touch my feet. And she's like, well, is it like? And she's like, I don't know what it's like. I just know that I lay there and I feel better. And it was like really a cool conversation because I was thinking that is so true. Like we can try to tell our friends to come because we have all these great experiences, but how do you explain what you feel in a Reiki treatment? Like how do you explain what they do? And she was just like, well, I just know that she touches me and then I feel better. And, you know, like she just puts my hand on her shoulder or puts my hand on the knee. So that was really cool too, because I was like, you know, like we can't force our friends to come, but thank you for trying to recommend me. And I just love that kind of the awareness is growing and that more people are interested. While I'm on my Reiki rant here, I also love that almost every single online distance Reiki appointment has been a first session for everyone. So a lot of people have never tried Reiki before and they book an appointment with me. And I always ask, like, have you had Reiki before? Because I just explain a little bit more if you've never had it, just so that you know what to expect. And almost everyone is like, no, I've never had Reiki before in person or distance. Like, I just listened to the podcast. And guys, I love that. You have no idea how happy that makes me when you tell me you've never had a Reiki appointment, but you're trusting me via distance to do your first one. Like, oh, my heart just like dances when I hear that. So thank you for everyone who's trusted in me for having an appointment with me. I just love Reiki so much. I love what I do. I love connecting with you all. I love when you love it. It's just good vibes all around. Okay, so this podcast didn't go in the way that I was planning for it to go, but I really like the vibe that came out of this, and I feel like this episode was needed for today. So I will tell all my mediumship stories because I have a lot coming up, especially with the course. I feel like I learned a lot, so now I'm getting better at definitely like having sessions. So I want to share that with all of you, but I really wanted this week to just be dedicated to Reiki. So I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you for listening. If you are new to the podcast, I would love if you subscribed and left me a rating and a review if you use iTunes. It's super easy. You can just click 5 stars and leave me a little note. I read them all and I appreciate it so much. It really helps me out in the podcast world to help other people find the podcast. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, Medium in the Middle, Facebook, Medium in the Middle, my website, themediuminthemiddle.com. But everything will be linked in the show notes. If you have any questions, please DM me on Instagram. I answer all my DMs, and I love hearing from the listeners. And I will see you all, wink, wink, next week. Enjoy the sunshine. Enjoy the summer. Bye, guys.